Welcome everyone to another video. This video is titled Accessing Your Inner Leader, and it's part of the free classes or workshops or masterminds or masterclasses that we have here in my community on Awoke. So if you're watching this on YouTube and it's your first time hearing about Awoke, I'll put up here in the cards section videos explaining what Awoke is about. There's one in which I interview Maggie, who originally created Awoke, and asking her questions around her intentions behind Awoke. There's another video where I give you a kind of behind the scenes tutorial of what the platform looks like and what you can expect from it and how to navigate it. So that information is available to you there. And I will also include the playlist that has the free classes, workshops, etc., things that I do for my community on Awoke. It will be up here as well so that you can go through them and check out the things that we've done thus far. So today's class is gonna piggyback off of the first class that we did, which is high level soul aligned leadership. So if you haven't seen that yet, again, it's in the playlist up here. But yesterday, actually, I did a class as a guest expert for Awoke on business done your way. And it was basically supporting people in coming up with their own business strategy and marketing strategy that will work for them and allow for them to really honor who they authentically are. So in order to have access to that, though, you need to become an Awoke coach. So if you are some kind of expert, healer, psychic person, just putting your gifts out there, your work out there, and you would like to be part of an amazing community where you can grow your business together with other people and take part in lots of amazing resources that they offer you as when you become an Awoke coach. Be sure to check that out. I will put the links to Maggie's social media here in the comments of this video for you to go access her information and reach out to her about becoming an Awoke coach, and then you'll have access to that teaching as well. But today's video is going to be all around accessing your inner leader. And the reason that we're doing this video today is because one of the things that we emphasized in our original teaching on high-level soul line leadership is that intuition is really important to be a high-level soul line leader. In order to have success with your business, you need to really be able to just lean into or rely on your intuition a lot, because that's going to help you to navigate your journey with so much more ease and grace, whether you have a business or not. The more that you learn to lean into and trust your intuition, the easier things are going to go for you, even if they don't make sense. Okay. A clear example I want to give you of this is last year when I was talking to someone, kind of sort of romantically, I tuned into my spirit squad and I just felt lots of interesting things. And anyway, long story short there, I was told that if I continued on that path of continuing to connect with this person, it would not end well for me, because I would end up replaying a lot of deeply traumatic things from the previous relationship. And so I trusted in that, because I was like, I'm not about to go relive those things again. We're not doing this. And I pulled away from that, and I saved myself probably lots of pain and suffering and more trauma. So that is how intuition has helped me in terms of like relationships, romantic relationships in that area of my life. But in regards to business, leaning into my intuition has helped me to make things easier in my business, to not have to do so many things that my mind thinks I need to do in order to create certain results in my business. An example that I gave yesterday during the Awoke class was around how recently on TikTok, I was guided to do videos in different formats than I normally do. And that's allowed for my account to start going viral there. So this is what happens when you lean into and you trust in your intuition. It's really important for you to allow it to guide you instead of your mind, because this will literally a lot of times save you so many steps that you think you need to take. Your mind likes planning things out, and a lot of times your mind has like a logical, intellectual, rational way of processing things. And so it thinks in order to get from point A to point B, we need to do all these little steps, right? Or whatever the thing is, from here where I'm at to my goal, I need to take all these little steps. But when you listen to your intuition, which is information, guidance, wisdom coming from the divine, from a spiritual realm that can see what you don't see, that knows what you don't know, you will oftentimes have certain downloads or insights or just knowingness, depending on how your intuition expresses itself within you, to tell you to go in a direction that's a lot of times different from what your mind would expect. And by you trusting in that and allowing yourself to be led by that, you're then in a way able to a lot of times like cut corners, or not necessarily cut corners, but like skip steps in a way that allows you to get from where you're at to where you want to go in the least number of steps possible, in the quickest amount of time, and to get the best possible results. And so this is how allowing your intuition to guide you in your business can make the biggest difference in the world. And we have to go about the journey of like reconnecting to that, because a lot of us have been trained to be led by our minds, by our egos, by what we think will make sense. But a lot of times that makes the journey harder for ourselves. And so as we do deeper healing work, the inner work, we'll hear our intuition much more clearly and be led by that. It's a process, it's a journey. But one of the best ways to really start connecting to that deep inner guidance from within is connecting to your higher self, for example. If you make it an active daily practice to sit in meditation every day, once or twice a day, and connect specifically to your highest, most innermost guidance, or whatever it is that really just resonates with you. If your higher self isn't one of them, maybe you connect to just God, universe, source, or your soul, whatever speaks to you. But when you really connect to the highest divine guidance within you, you're able to create a bridge between you here on earth and the spiritual higher aspect of you. And the more that you sit there and connect with that, the more solid that bridge becomes. And then you'll be able to access that information much more quickly and easily. And then it'll just start becoming second nature to you. But it does take active practice. And, part of what we're doing today is supporting you through a meditation and being able to connect with your higher self and guiding you through that, so that moving forward, you can continue with this practice on your own and continue to strengthen your intuition and your connection to more of who you truly are, and allow that to guide you in your day-to-day, in your regular life, or in your business. So that's what I wanted to say to this. I'm going to see if Maggie has anything else to add.
Yeah, absolutely. I think intuition has been so key, and even just the creation of Awoke and what we see today. Initially, when I started, there was many times when I went a different way and believed in an external advice versus what I knew to be true. And it just basically takes you in just a little bit of a longer route where you learn a little bit more. So it's okay if you do that, it's okay. But the goal of this workshop today is really to get us more connected with the higher self, the inner leader that is within us. That Aries fire, we're in Aries season, like let's tap into it. And hopefully, this will be on Stef's YouTube, so you can come back to this meditation if you want. But the idea is to really embody that frequency, and live through that and work through that. And one of the things that we're going to do at the end is I'm going to be putting a link to a PDF in the chat with some journaling prompts that you can go back to. But there's one particular activity that you can do after this workshop, which is to write yourself a letter. So from your inner leader, from your highest self, write yourself a letter for the days when you're doubting yourself, for the days whenever it's not as easy for you to be in that space. So those are kind of like the little tools. I wanted to be able to create something where when you leave, you have a better connection, number one, with your inner leader, and also you have a little bit of a homework to do where you can come back to and you can connect with your inner leader on the daily, before you start work, or on the days, definitely on the days whenever you're not feeling like you're feeling your best, right?
I also want to add real quick, what Maggie just said about embodying the frequency, the energy of your higher self, because a lot of times as humans, we will get caught up in the present moment and what we presently don't see happening, and we'll start doubting ourselves, we'll start feeling frustrated, we'll start just taking ourselves down a negative path. And so the more that you can practice connecting to your higher self, or this higher aspect of you, the easier it will be for you to shift out of those negative patterns much more quickly and to more of who you truly are, which is the truth of you knows that whatever's frustrating you in the present moment isn't like real, it isn't true, like it's not something that needs your focus and your attention on, because this higher aspect of you knows the truth of who you are. So maybe right now, let's say you've been listening to your inner guidance and you've been taking certain action steps on how to show up in certain places online or in person. And maybe initially you feel like, oh, it's not working out the way that I wanted to. And human you is getting frustrated because it's like, oh, like, why isn't it working? I'm listening to my intuition. I don't see any results though. And then you just kind of take yourself down this negative pattern. But the more that you connect to the truth of who you are, the easier it's going to be for you to kind of observe that, witness that, and say like, oh, hold on a second, like that's not the truth, right? That's just what my ego wants me to think in that moment. My ego wants to take me down this negative path, but I know what the truth is. The truth is everything is working out for me, even if I can't see it right now. I know that, this is paying off. I know that the right people are coming across my work, etc. And then it helps you to shift into more of that. And then the more that you can come from that state of being more connected to your truth of what is, then you shift yourself into versions of reality where you create more success, more better results, because that's what you're focusing on, that's what you're aligning with, that's what you're aware of. And so that will start coming into your life. So this is a powerful activity and practice to do, because it will help you to break free from cycles that you may have been on, to start shifting into higher timelines and higher versions of yourself and reality. So that's what I wanted to share there.
I love it. It's so true. I mean, we don't see the whole picture. So that's where the faith component comes in, right? So with that, if you want to turn off your video, make sure you're muted. And I'm going to share my audio. I don't know if my screen will show up if I do this. Let's see.
I see your profile picture.
Okay. And you can hear.
Yeah, no problems.
There's a way to also share. Right. I'm gonna light some sage, share the energy. Go ahead and find a comfy seat, whether you want to sit down, whether you want to lay down, whatever feels best to you. Go ahead and get comfortable. Just begin to focus on your breath. Bring in the Holy Spirit, and loving light into the space. Provide protection, awareness, meditation. Calling on the archangels. All to enlighten us as we go on this journey together. Just beginning to breathe deeply. Dropping your awareness, your heart space. Sure you can hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? All right, so you can hear me all right? Perfect. Just continuing to focus on the breath here, dropping that awareness into your heart and imagining your awareness is now inside of your heart space. It's dropped so tiny and small, you're inside of your heart space. Imagine that you're walking through a desert, feeling your feet in the sand, feeling grounded as you walk through this orange tan sand, connecting with the earth with every step, feeling yourself become grounded, being so present with every step forward that you're making. As your feet become covered in sand with every step. You feel a nice warm wind begins to surround you as you pause, closing your eyes. You feel this wind flowing all around your body. This wind is clearing and cleansing your energy field. Power of air circulating around you, clearing out any negative energies that may be stuck to your field. Feeling this wind whip around your body, feeling your feet in the sand as you are grounded. In the presence of your body in this warm desert. The wind gently begins to stop. You open your eyes. And you see a staircase in front of you. And to walk up the staircase into the sky, one foot in front of the other. Working up this staircase, you come to a landing where you're presented with one of your guides. Maybe this is an ancestor, a loved one who's passed. Maybe it's a spirit animal, one of your guides, an angel. You don't know at all. They're here to help. Guide you over to an elevator. Open the door and walk through. Pressing one button, your elevator takes you up to the highest level, to the highest realms. Feeling your vibration rising as this elevator rises to the top. The door gently opens. You walk through. There you're presented in a forest. One of your spirit animals guiding you down a path. Feeling the dirt under your feet. You're walking towards a big giant tree. Approach this tree and place both hands on the trunk. Close your eyes. You're immediately connected to Mother Earth, your ancestry, to who you truly are. This tree then opens up. You walk inside, or then transported onto a beach. You begin walking and seeing someone in the distance. This is your higher self. This is your future self. Walking towards you. Come to me. Connecting with your higher self. You place the right hand on your forehead. You are shown a vision of your future. You're shown a vision of a timeline where you are in your power. You are confident. You are brave. You are inspiring and empowering. a few moments to begin this scene that they are showing you, and messages that make them through with it. Allowing yourself to really feel the energy of your future self, this higher version, leader that is you, feeling it in every pore within you, feeling how powerful you are, feeling your solar plexus activating. Gently take their hand off of your forehead and you're back on the beach. You're holding both hands now. Your future self asks you to think about all of the self-doubt, the insecurities that may come up, the fears around stepping into that version of you. Allow yourself to really go there as we're going to walk into the beach together. Walking into the ocean, feeling the waves hit you. You allow yourself to be completely submerged in the ocean, clearing and cleansing away any self-doubt, any insecurities, any guilt and shame. Allowing the water to just wash it all away. Feeling the waves flowing as you are being cleansed. As fears are being released. It is safe for you. Step into this version of yourself now. Now is the time. You both walk out, one foot in front of the other, out of the water. Your future self, your higher self, gives you a hug, and you melt into your future self. You're transmuted back to that tree, back to that forest. Taking a moment now, sit down next to this tree, leaning your back against the trunk of the tree, to reflect on that vision that was shared with you. Feeling that fire inside, feeling the power as you begin to place your hands together, begin to generate this energy into a ball, the fire in front of you, feeling this power, filling this energy with an intention. Intention to fully allow yourself to step into your power, step into the leader that you are here to be, to release anything that is holding you back. As you sit there under that tree, rubbing your hands together, you begin to make fire within your hands. And over to your left side, see driftwood perfectly placed for you to light that fire. Knowing that this fire will stay eternally lit. As you place that energy into it. Fire is within you, within your heart. Slowly get up after you've lit your fire. Begin to walk back down the path, back towards the elevator. Taking one moment before stepping in to give gratitude to your future self for helping you release the fear, to helping you release the insecurity, and to fully embody your power, to fully light the flame within you. You step into the elevator, feel yourself descend down. The elevator opens and you're presented once again with your guide, your ancestor. Listen to see if they have a message for you as you give them a hug. Place your hand in theirs, knowing that you have a lineage behind you. You have so many energies that are with you, that are always with you. Ask your guide to assist you when you need reminded of this light within, this flame within. Give you a sign to be there. Help you this journey to step into and already are the highest version of you. Slowly begin to walk down the steps, making your way back down to the desert, to the sand. So I'm laying down in the sand, feeling the wind blowing over you once again, as you are cleared and cleansed, grounded in this present moment. Gratitude for your breath. Come back into this moment and begin to deepen your breath. Giving gratitude to your body for holding your beautiful soul, for holding all of this light within you, for allowing you to be here on earth to transmute this power into the good for all. A deep breath in, holding it at the top, gently releasing out of your mouth. Taking another deep breath in, holding it at the top. Gently releasing out of your mouth. One more time, deep breath in, hold it at the top. And slowly release, allowing yourself to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bring a smile to your face. Whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, turn your video back on. And I've added a worksheet into the chat where you guys can check it out. with a few journaling prompts, and then the final activity for you to do, which is to tap back into this fire within you and write a letter to yourself, reminding you of how powerful you are. So you can look at it every day, you can look at it every morning, or anytime that you just need reminded.
I want to thank you, Maggie, for that beautiful, beautiful meditation. It was so relaxing and so beautiful. I want to share something that my higher self told me, because when you shared the part where they're like transferring to us visions of our future, my higher self was like, I don't need to show you the future, silly. Like, you already know. But what I do want you to do is to have gratitude at the end of your day for every single day that you're living and you're experiencing, even the days, especially the days where sometimes you feel frustrated with your journey, or like not seeing things unfold as quickly as you want, because I'm very impatient and I'm just like, when? And or like when I go through moments of deep healing, and I feel like it's just heavy on my body, my spirit, to especially have gratitude for those days, because it's part of the journey of, stepping into all that I know that I'm going to experience. It's part of, that future in the making, and it's beautiful. And to focus on all the good in those difficult, challenging days, because that's just overall going to help you to shift into a better mindset and to release any resistance that you may be having in that moment to whatever it is that you're going through, and to move you along your path much more easily. So that's something I wanted to share that I got to whoever needed that.
I love that. It's true. Gratitude is such a great medicine, and it's the time to practice it is on those hard days when it's like, I don't know if I can do this, but those are the times whenever we need that reminder from our higher self that, like, hey, you're on the right track, you're doing it, it's already within you, just tap in.
Does anyone else have any questions or anything you want to share before we conclude? By the way, you ladies are muted.
Everyone's asleep.
Probably. It was really relaxing.
Some Reiki music.
I'm not asleep. That was really beautiful. Truly, it was. I have done several meditations where, I've tapped into that future version of myself, and they're always very similar, but very powerful. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, mine always shows me on a stage, just remote viewing myself, basically. So it's always very similar too.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't think we have any more questions or comments. So thank you everyone for your time today. Again, continue this practice, continue embodying who you truly are and connecting to that deep inner guidance and wisdom, and allowing that to lead you. And please, keep us updated on how your journey goes. If you're a member of Awoke, then you can definitely, let us know in the group feed how things are going with you, and I think at the end you said something about like our spirit guide giving us a message or a sign or something that they're with us or something like that, or that we're on the right track or something. So if you received something, like me personally, I got butterflies. So when I see butterflies moving forward, that's a reminder to me, like, I'm on the right track, I'm transforming, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in the moment, and to rejoice in that and to feel good about that in the moment. So see how that unfolds for you moving forward as you get these signs from your higher self or from your guides that you connected to in this meditation, letting you know, like, you're moving forward, and see where they take you, So that's what I wanted to share there. And let us know your responses to the worksheet, because I like the worksheet that Miss Maggie here created. Oh, I think Lisa has some things she wants to say.
No, I just wanted to say thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for this worksheet, the prompts and the worksheet, and like yesterday doing that kind of together as we were talking, Steph, that's so helpful. Because
Yeah.
I'm one who's like, okay, I'm gonna journal, and then I get super overwhelmed, or I'm gonna write this out. And then, so this is really helpful.
Awesome.
Good. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, should I share it so YouTube sees the screen, or
Yeah, sure.
I'll just share real quick. So basically I was guided to really help you initially envision like someone you look up to. So maybe that's like Oprah or someone in your family, or
Jamie,
who's the Gary. I was gonna say Gary Vee. And really list out, I know there's not a lot of room here, but this is just for show. You're gonna do it in your journal probably. But list out like what their traits that they embody, you know, they're confident, they're connected, or whatever it may be.
Decisive.
And then
Decisive, which is what leaders need to develop.
It's true. And then list out what traits that you currently have within you, and then any that you know that you could embody more deeply, or that maybe you aren't embodying right now. From there, listing any distractions or people or habits that are keeping you from embodying these traits. And then lastly, writing that letter to yourself as your inner leader, as your higher self, to read daily. So.
Yeah. And I would probably either write that letter to myself from the perspective of being who I already am in the future, or my higher self, and just being like, I am, you know, confident, I am this, like these kinds of things, so that when you read that back to yourself, it's you affirming it about yourself until it starts really sinking into your subconscious.
Right. Yeah. I've also done exercises too where you write like it's already happened, right? Like, dear Maggie, like,
Present.
wasn't it amazing?
Oh yeah.
How this happened? So
Yeah.
there's various ways to go about it. If anyone needs help, just reach out and we can brainstorm.
Yeah. It's just whatever feels good to you and
Right.
believable to you, because that's the most important thing. Maybe it's not initially believable to you to say like, I am you know, confident, successful, I'm impacting all these thousands of people or whatever. Maybe that doesn't feel believable to your subconscious yet. You feel resistance, you feel tightness when you read that. That's okay. Then find another way, like, oh, you're going to do these things, and you're going to become more and more confident by the day, and you're going to reach more people. And then that might feel better to you and might allow for you to integrate that much more easily and be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm on the journey of, like, I don't have that now, it's okay, but I'm on the journey of, and I'm making progress and I'm moving forward. And then, you know, you gradually shift into more affirmative ways of stating it now, but that might be part of your process, is like gradually shifting yourself into, you know, those new thoughts and beliefs about yourself.
I love it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Thank you, Maggie, for your beautiful meditations. Always so, just such great energy. I just loved it. I could have passed out, but I was like, no, I'm here. Yeah, thank you for everyone who joined live. For those of you watching the replay, if you enjoyed this teaching today, please give this video a thumbs up, letting us know how you enjoyed it, how you really got value out of it. Drop us comments below on, you know, this teaching today and how it supported you, how it helped you. If you have any questions, again, I encourage you to come and join us on Awoke, as there are more free events and teachings and classes that go on there from amazing coaches and experts, healers, psychics, etc. So I would really love to have you come and join us there. It's an amazing community, and just the friendship there that has just evolved for me personally has just been so beautiful. I've connected to so many awesome people. So I think you would really benefit from that as well. And that's basically it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Hit the bell notification button, change your settings to all so that you're always notified of new teachings and things that I have coming up. I have a couple of calls coming up soon that will be published with friends that I had conversations with, just regular hangouts with them and sharing insights on different spiritual things that I hope you benefit from. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.